Bring them out, bring them out, bring them out, bring them out. It's hard to yell when the in your mouth. Come on. Bring them out, bring them out. Hey. Bring them out, bring them out. Yeah. Bring them out, bring them out. Hey. Bring them out, bring them out.
VIP coming live from the VIP. Heard the nightlife, lost life without me. Most feds in the state wanna see by me. The whole city got pissed, heard he got 3. That other rapper got it for shouty. He not out. Don't even know how to act now. Hit the club, get before I sat down. Still ballin', money stacked tall and shack now. Still push a button and let the roof on the lag down. I'm on the road doing shows, put my Mac down. Mississippi.
Welcome in, everyone, to this presentation of the National Football League on EA Sports. Coming up, 2 teams ready to square off. It's our visiting team and our home team. Tirico and Greg Olson ready for some preseason football. Off we go on EA Sports. The return team gonna let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
Here we go, son.
They go play action with Fields. That one down the field, but they cannot connect, and it's incomplete. Rome Odunze, the one he was looking for. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
This offense is doing everything they can to quiet this crowd, and even though they missed on that long attempt, at least it sets the tone that they're going to continue to attack. If they can come up with a completion on one of those downfield passes, it's going to go a long way to settling themselves into this game.
Second and 10.
Here we go.
Man in motion, heading left. 2nd down. It's Fields. Now a screen set up for Barkley. Third down, 3 to go.
Here we go.
To throw is Fields. Now he's just going to flip this forward. And now here comes the punt team. Take it in, back at his own 12. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over.
Okay, ready?
This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10.
Ready? Go!
On the ground for the first time, here comes Jonathan Taylor. Up the sideline at the 35. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. What a way to kick off a drive. That's a gain of 30 and another 1st down.
I think this is something that we can expect to see here, especially early, Mike, as this team gets into a rhythm. They want to lean on this run game. They feel like they have a lot of advantages over this defense, and you can see from the first play here why they feel that way.
He'll let this one go long for Williams. And that is incomplete.
They're trying to take the top off the defense, make them feel that vertical threat, and soften everything up. Wasn't a ton of separation downfield, at least not what they would have preferred, and ends up being a wasted down.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
From the gun, Richardson. And that ball led him too far, maybe too wide. Out of bounds, incomplete. Isaac Tesla was the intended target. Third down coming up.
Just a little bit too much juice on that one, and you just can't throw the ball out of bounds. Give your receiver a chance to go up and compete for the ball, but when you miss that far wide, he's got no shot.
So, after 2 straight incompletions, here's 3rd and 10. Out of shotgun, Richardson. And that ball's intercepted by Trayvon Diggs.
Well, we're getting a little test here early, Mike, to see just how easy is this team to rattle. Didn't look like they were able to get through that opening script that they had worked on all week. So I'm going to be curious on this next drive. Do they stick to the plan? Do they pick up where they left off? Or is there a little bit of a reaction, or dare I say panic, to come out and make some adjustments in response to that early interception?
That's a nice job keeping his balance in these conditions. A gain of about 5. Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd and 5. Here's Fields. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
I'm not so sure he would have picked up the first down had they connected either way, but still, disappointing outcome to not at least get a handful of positive yards on that last one.
3rd down, they need 5. Now, Fields. To the perimeter, got Odunze on the out. And he is out of bounds at the 31-yard line. 18 yards on the connection. And that will be a first down.
It just seems like whenever they need a big play on 3rd down, you can almost guarantee that he's someone they're going to try to get the ball to, and certainly easy to see why. Clutch play by everyone involved and keeps the offense on the field.
A first down throw for Fields. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short game.
They'll run it here with Saquon. Finding space at the 15. And he will get into the end zone.
But you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a...
Living on the edge and finding out it's kind of dumb. Realize I am somebody that I don't know at all. Oh God, would you tell me why I'm born down to the bone? Even though I've only seen half of the world, I'm coming home. Hanging on the hope, I'm losing grip of time and space. Mind is running circles over something I can't change. I've looked, I've tried, no one told me when it wrong. Am I feeling all the feelings? Or so don't blink twice.
EA Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap. It's our visitors and our home team. Mike Tirico and Greg Olson ready for some preseason football. Should be a fun one. Off we go on EA Sports. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. Right to the air is Richardson. That one down the field, but it is incomplete. Trying to get it to Kyle Pitts. It's second down.
I like the aggressiveness early in the game, right out of the gate. Make the defense realize we are going to challenge you downfield, and what that does is it opens everything else up. Now, you got to hit a couple of these, and don't be surprised if they go back to a deep shot here pretty quickly.
We'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
Third down and 3. Throwing left side, and it's taken in by Williams. And he'll try to get to the marker, but he's going to wind up a yard or 2 short.
The initial reaction is, how does this quarterback not throw the ball past the first down line to gain to try to extend this drive? And the reality is they've already decided they're going to go for it on 4th down.
Moore to return. That could have broken for a bigger return, but as it is, nice job getting his offense a start out past the 30-yard line.
Don't jump. Ready?
First carry for Saquon Barkley. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. And in motion is Brown. He'll stay on the ground with Barkley. And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up 3rd down. Working out of the gun, it's Fields. That's into the hands of Wicks. He's got it. A pickup of 14 on that one. That's enough for a 1st down.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. A gain of 21 on that pass play. And that will be a 1st down.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Here we go.
They send a receiver in motion left. It finds the hands of Marquise Brown. And they're going to be set up right around the 10-yard line. They get 21 on that one. That's enough for a 1st down.
If you're going to give him this much time to scan the field, he's inevitably going to find an open man downfield like he does here. That's a great job remaining patient and letting that play develop.
Here we go.
A run up the middle with Barkley. Nothing there. He is fortunate just to get back to the line. Now it's 2nd and goal.
Here we go.
Fields from the pistol. And he's going to be taken down back at the 20-yard line.
The defensive coaches, they preach all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long.
Here we go, Slot. Sit high.
From the shotgun, it's Fields. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
They let a golden opportunity slip away on that one. That's the matchup that they wanted. They just couldn't quite capitalize on it.
His kick is perfect. And the visitors will take a 3-0 lead.
Anytime you find yourself kicking in these elements, Mike, you just can't take anything for granted, especially when it comes to your plant foot, your balance, your control, your footing. It's so important, and give credit. He does a great job here, able to put that one through.
On the return is Trey Palmer. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line.
First down and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Let's go now.
First carry now for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor. That's a nice job keeping his balance in these conditions. A gain of about 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Ball on the 35. Here comes a 2nd and 5. Off the play fake, it's Richardson. He'll let one go down the middle. That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Made it uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up 3rd down. Dante Thornton was the intended target, and it'll be 3rd down.
Hold the set. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Ready.
To throw, it's Richardson. That is brought in. And he will go all the way. They get the job done in the air. Greg, that is a play we see often. It's also a play we see work very often.
Mike, that 4 vertical route, it puts a ton of pressure on the secondary. But in order to do that, you have to give your quarterback time for those receivers to get downfield. Give credit to the offensive line. That's exactly what they did. They're able to take advantage for the strike.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. Here's Sky Moore now to return it. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive.
Here we go. Green Knights.
Fields operating out of the pistol. Open man downfield is Brown. Still going. And he will take this one in. 73 yards. It is a touchdown.
Here we go. Go.
On the ground, it's Barkley to start the drive. And that's the way you want to run it on first down. A gain of 7.
Don't jump. Ready? Right.
Off the play action, here's Fields. Open man left side is Brown. He's got it. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 45-yard line. Able to get loose after the catch for more yardage. That'll be a pickup of 21. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
Here we go. Right.
Here's the first carry for Tank Bigsby. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. That's 13 more on that play. And quickly, another first down.
Really nice explosive play there on the ground. And tell you what, for these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around. So continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Mix in the runs with the pass. And if they can continue to generate these big explosive runs, I don't think they need to go away from it.
And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. They get 25 on that connection, and that will be a first down.
Here we go, son. Turn low, sir. Right.
Fields. That's going to be incomplete. Hufford very stout there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Here we go. 222, 220. Right.
To throw is Fields. Now a screen set up for Bigsby. And that one's just too long to get going. They'll come up, stop him before the lineman to get out to lead the way. It is 3rd and 10.
Here we go. Move to great.
Now Fields. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
Just a couple plays ago, Mike, it felt like a touchdown was kind of inevitable. They were doing everything they wanted as they marched the length of the field. And then as they got down here close to the red zone and that field condenses, they started getting sloppy.
And this is blocked.
So they clearly have a beat on this kicking unit. Now, there's 2 ways to do it. They either have a tip on the long snapper or the holder. But either way, in this case, they're able to time the snap count perfectly, gain an advantage on the outside, and come away with a huge block.
So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. They'll start this on the ground. It's Taylor. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40. About 15 yards to kick off the drive. It's a first down.
Well, really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up first downs without having to get to 3rd down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
On first down, they'll stay with Taylor on the ground. He'll edge forward for maybe a yard. Dayon Henley there on the tackle.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 41-yard line.
the set.
From the 41, here's 2nd and 8.
Ready.
And now it's the Michigan man, Donovan Edwards. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
When you can get this level of run support out of your secondary, Mike, man, what an advantage for any defense. This defensive back clearly reads run, gets off his block, and he's able to take down the back for a loss of yards.
That one on target to Williams. He's got it. It's a gain of 19 in the air. That's enough for a first down.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
19-18.
Now it's Richardson. He'll keep it, and that one's going to be shut down quickly. A minimal gain.
They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You can see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going. Short game.
On 2nd down, Richardson. Forced to his right. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And this yields nothing. He's out of bounds right at the line of scrimmage.
Really nice job here by the defense, staying disciplined as the quarterback gets flushed from the pocket. I mean, how often do we see those guys kind of creep in and allow the ball thrown over their head? They took away everything downfield, and all the quarterback could do was dump this one off short to his back, and there wasn't much there.
Open man is Palmer. It's complete. And he's going to have the first down, but we do have a flag on the field, and they are already walking backwards.
Ready.
The task now, a really tough one. 3rd and very long.
Cowboy 80.
Richardson to throw. And that is incomplete.
Well, we sit up here all the time, and we try to break down why certain plays work or don't work. Well, this one's not real tricky. I mean, he just simply needs to catch the ball. I mean, that close to the first down chain, if he just catches that ball and turns upfield, they extend this drive. He's got to come over to the sideline, take a deep breath, tell his guys, hey, man, that's on me. And he's got to go out and make that next play, because his team's going to need him to play better as the rest of this game continues.
They'll start on the ground with Barkley. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
2nd and 11.
Here we go. 319, just cut.
Now a throw here. It's backwards. He might be looking to throw this. That is incomplete. They tried to take a shot there, use a little trickery, but the defense was all over it, and it brings up 3rd down. Fields now. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
The offense just couldn't seem to get anything going that drive. They knew they had a long way to go, taking over possession that deep in their own territory. You want to pick up that first down and see if you can capitalize some momentum. Instead, the errant throw brings up 4th down, and they're going to have to punt it away.
Ready, break. Let's go.
Richardson will give it to Taylor. inside the 30-yard line. They get 24 on that one, and that will be a first down.
Let's go now. Ready, ready.
They go right back to Taylor, and he takes it down to the 15-yard line. Back-to-back, some nice runs. This one good for 11 and another first down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
Throwing on second down, Richardson was brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down. From the gun, Richardson. This one caught at the 4. And they'll stop him just short of the goal line, but they are going to have enough to convert. It's going to be first and goal.
I can't tell you, Mike, how many of these offensive skill players around the league, they look at man coverage as like a personal offense. After that last completion on the way back to the hole, I think he had a few choice words for him. I think he said, hey, man, you can't guard me one-on-one. You better ask your coach for some help, because if he doesn't, you're going to be in for a long day.
And he'll go down back at the 4-yard line.
In these goal-to-go situations backed up on your own goal line, Mike, what they teach the defense is it's your job to establish a new line of scrimmage, and that's exactly what they did here. Watch the push they get. The offensive line goes backwards, and they take the ball carrier down for a loss.
Good blocking, and he's in.
Make no mistake about it, he may get the glory, but that does not happen without unbelievable blocking up front. So let's give the big guys all the credit in the world. He's able to displace the defense right there at the point of attack, and that's about as easy a goal line touchdown as you're going to see all year.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line. Here's a handoff to Barkley. And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield. 16 yards on the game and a quick first down.
Up until that run, this first half, it's kind of been tough sledding here for this run game. They'd love to see him get going. That last big pickup's going to go a long way.
The tight end, Komet, is on the move. Now it's Bigsby. Oh, he's going nowhere. Knocked down hard in the backfield.
Well, as been the case this entire first half, it's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through again with another big stop for a loss.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. He'll send the receiver in motion to the left. And he let him a bit too much. The pass is incomplete. He was trying to find Saquon Barkley coming out of the backfield. And it's going to be 3rd down. Here's Fields. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down.
And this is a great example of what can happen when you play complementary football. The back end holds up nicely in coverage, and then that front seven is able to wreak havoc and put an end to this play.
This will be returnable from his own 15. And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. They do try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he's out of bounds. They're going to mark him at the 35. A gain of 14. Good for a quick first down.
The ability to be effective on first down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a third down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
Ball out to the 35-yard line as they come up for 1st and 10. That's to the tight end, Elijah Higgins. And he'll be hustled out just shy of the first down marker. That's a pickup at 9. Is going to set up 2nd and 1.
The drag route. We used to say this is day one install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
That one broken up. It's incomplete. All over him down the field. It'll set up 3rd down.
So, Mike, you find yourself in some of these inclement weather games, whether it's rain or snow, really the challenge falls on the defensive side. They're usually more in a reactionary position where they got to change directions and they got to react to the plays and the movement of the offense. So what you want to do in these bad games is keep the ball underneath, tackle well in space, and say, okay, offense, snap that slippery ball one more time, throw it one more time. Just make them go the long way. Don't get them off the hook by giving them a one-play score.
Out of shotgun, Richardson. He's got his man. That's Fulton. And the offense will elect to burn a timeout. 5 seconds remaining in this 2nd quarter. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10.
68.
Looking to throw, Richardson. That's deep for the back of the end zone. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. On play action, he'll set up to throw. Open man, it's Davis downfield. And a big strike for good yardage there all the way up to midfield. The first-round pick looking right at home in this offense. It's a first down. A run, it's Bigsby. He'll take this down to the 47. Jaden Hicks on the tackle.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 7. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. Open man is Davis. And they'll take this down inside the 35. That's a pair of hookups on this drive. This one goes for 14 yards and a 1st down. Back to throw. There's a short one to Hooper. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started. So it's just a simple read, but it's really well defended. They had both the give and the pull reads both accounted for, and the play ends up going nowhere.
Third and long. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for 3rd down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation, and for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack.
Now this offense going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll discuss what's to come as 4th down is looming. Out now is the field goal unit. They'll try to pick up 3 points here. This one from 52 yards away. And he'll be taken down. That is about the craziest situation you'll ever see. Huge gain on the play, but still not enough for the 1st down. Running straight ahead with Edwards. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
Just watch the speed of the pursuit out of this safety on this tackle, Mike. His ability to play from depth and attack the line of scrimmage and meet that ball carrier in the hole and keep him to no gain. You don't see a lot of safeties able to make that tackle in the open field. That's pretty impressive.
Again, it's Edwards. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 13 yards. That's enough for a 1st down.
For that play to work, Mike, you have to distort the defensive line at the point of attack. And what that means is the offensive lineman, you need one of them to win their block. Move the defender out of his gap. Because when you do, you can see there is a nice run lane for the back to hit.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 6. They're going to go play action with Howard. That's caught. Trey Palmer. And he takes it down to the 15-yard line. 17 yards on that connection. And that will be a 1st down. On the give, it's Edwards. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
The big guys in the middle of the defense, Mike, the defensive tackles. So often they're asked to do the dirty work. Keep the blockers off the linebackers. Let them run around and make all the plays. But in this case, this guy's able to shed his blocker, make the stop, and keep it to no gain.
And he will get forward for about 5 yards. That sets up third down. Now, Howard. That is caught by the tight end. The tight end using the middle of the field. I got a tight end next to me who's caught 60 NFL touchdowns, knows how to operate down in those spaces.
And that was my favorite place to operate, Mike. I always had this rule. The closer you got to the middle of the field, the worse they got at defending the pass. So that's where I wanted to work, and that's where this guy was working and leads himself to a touchdown.
This returnable from the 4. Now an opening past the 30. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. They're going to start this on the ground with Bigsby. And he will slosh his way forward on the wet surface for a gain of a yard. From the 35, here's 2nd and 9. Now they'll set up to throw. A throw left side, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Gabe Davis, the intended receiver. Now it's going to be third down.
You can feel the frustration starting to build, can't you? It's in their body language. It's how they're getting in and out of the huddle. There's no tempo. There's no energy. Somebody needs to get that huddle, look them in the face and say, hey, guys, we can either sleepwalk through the rest of this game and lose, or somebody be the jump start that we need to really find our rhythm and timing.
And this ball incomplete on third down.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
And now the punting unit will come on. Going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football.
At their own 22-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. The drive starts with a carry by Edwards. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. 19 yards right away to kick off this drive.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest. And while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense.
It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. Now they'll run. It's a counter. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
What makes great linebackers stand out from the pack is their instincts and their vision. In this case, the linebacker has his keys, brings him right where the ball is going, and he's able to make a play at the point of attack and keep this to a no gain.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Play action. It's Howard. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force third down.
And I think when you look back on the first half, this was an element of the defense that really was missing. There was a lot of open windows, a ton of green grass for the receivers to make uncontested catches. So nice change of pace here. Continue to force the issue and make these guys earn the catch.
That is caught out wide on the RPO. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down marker. So it's fourth down. They'll call on the punt team. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this third quarter of play. So 3 quarters have come and gone. EA Sports back for more from the NFL preseason after this. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. That caught by Davis. And he'll be brought down up around the 38-yard line. That's a gain of 19 and a very quick first down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete. Sky Moore, the intended receiver, and that will lead to a second down.
I can't exactly put my finger on it, but it just seems like this entire game, like this passing game and this quarterback specifically, they've just been off. And whether it's missing these big shots downfield like he did there or just simple underneath layups, there's just something about him today that doesn't look right. And I think it's a big part of the reason they find themselves trailing here in the fourth quarter.
And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
Well, this has been the story of the entire game, Mike, is just how well this defense has played, particularly against the run. There has been nowhere to operate for this offense, and it continued here on this last play.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. That's to Hooper. It's complete. 13 yards on that pass play. That's enough for a first down.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
20-yard pickup there, and that will be a first down. Now, faking the give. Inside the 10, it is caught. And he will score. Well, Greg, the light's still on way down at the end of the tunnel here. They are climbing back into this one with that touchdown here in the fourth quarter.
And they have a tall task ahead of them, Mike, but they have a chance. I mean, we've seen stranger things happen. They got a two-possession game here late. They're going to need a couple stops, and they're going to need a couple things to bounce their way.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Palmer now to return. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
The run to begin this drive. It's Edwards. And he'll try to keep his footing, manages to work it ahead for a couple of yards.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing is Howard. Oh, that may be the break they needed. That one's intercepted. Picked off by Chris Paul Jr. And he's going to set up his guys with great field position. A huge chance to cut into the deficit. They'll run with Bigsby. Finding room to the 20. And he will score. Game on. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. This one intercepted.
I'm always curious how a defense is going to respond. So you give up a touchdown, you give up 6, and now the offense is trying to extend it to 8. How are you going to buckle down? How are you going to hang in there? In this case, let's give them a little credit. Keep those 2 off the board, and they can come to the sideline and regroup.
Palmer now to return. Past midfield. Inside the 20. And he's going to take this all the way back. 92 yards. It's a touchdown. The extra point by Aubrey is good. And his guys will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. On the bootleg, he'll look to throw. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Jaden Hicks.
I think you chalk this one up, Mike, to just a rookie mistake. And anytime you have a young signal caller behind center, you're going to have to deal with some of these ups and downs. Every once in a while, they're just not going to see the coverage. They're going to get baited into making a bad throw. That's kind of par for the course. The key is, how fast can these rookie quarterbacks turn the page, move on, and not make the same mistake again?
It's a gain of 10 yards. That's enough for a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
On the ground, it's Edwards. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. It's a gain of 16, and it's 2 nice plays to begin this drive.
2-possession lead, 4th quarter. This is the time, Mike, when you really can rely heavily on your run game. Everybody in the stadium knows you're going to run it, including the defense. They just can't come up with an answer to stopping.
They'll run the toss here with Edwards. And this time they are ready for him. Thrown for a loss. And it's 2nd down.
Tackled back at
At this stage in the fourth quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
So after the loss on first, here's 2nd and 14. They'll turn and hand this one off. And he'll pick his way forward, a gain of about 5. And that's going to set up 3rd down.
You know, I think every running back's dream is that he's going to run through a wide open hole and have breakaway touchdowns, but that's not necessarily the case very often in the NFL. So the backs that are the best are the ones that can get more yardage than maybe what's blocked for. And I think this is a nice physical gain here that they can continue to build off of as the game unfolds.
Throwing on 3rd down is Howard. And that is incomplete.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there. And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
On the return, it's Tank Bigsby. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Look at him go! And he's going to take this all the way back. 89 yards for the touchdown. Greg, it is a beautiful thing to watch. 11 come together. We always focus on the return man, but the entire special teams unit paves the way for that score.
And all week, Mike, when you talk to this group, the coaches thought they had an advantage in the return game, and I think we can see why. They felt their scheme and their blockers was a great matchup against this kickoff unit, and in this case, it's very easy to see why.
So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a one-score game as they kick it away. Palmer now to return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. They'll begin here on the ground. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
Heck of an effort by this runner, Mike, just to get back to the line of scrimmage. I think most backs around the league, that play would have resulted in a loss, but not this guy. Continued to fight, continued to do everything he could to prevent the loss, but it still stopped for no gain.
On 2nd down, he'll fake the handoff and hold on to it.
You know, Mike, early in my time in Carolina, we were kind of on the forefront of this NFL zone read revolution. Cam Newton, one of the best to ever do it. I have seen up close and personal, when you run the zone read the right way, it is a nightmare for a defense to defend.
2 minutes remain in the fourth quarter. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? They'll drop to throw, going for it all. That's caught! And they're going to have this all the way down inside the 30-yard line. It's another big play in a game that's had its share. It's a gain of 43 yards. Running left is Edwards. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there. Now a second timeout called by the defense. And they'll take it with just over 90 seconds left on the clock. They run once more with Edwards. Now this defense will use a third and final timeout. We'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining.
Brings up 3rd and 10.
Third down and 9. From the gun, it's Howard. Oh, do you believe it? It's intercepted. And good running on the return. It'll help him out. Has the ball right around the 45-yard line. They'll come up for 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He'll get this to Hooper, left side. And they're going to bring him down, but there is a penalty marker on the field. The road gets a little tougher now. It's 1st and 20. He'll drop to throw. Oh, he can't get rid of it, and he's taken down.
When you can win so fast as an edge rusher, you put so much pressure on the quarterback to speed everything up. He can sense that pressure coming either from his front or back side. It either speeds up and leads to an errant throw, or in this case, it leads to a sack.
They'll look to throw. Oh, the pressure too much. He goes down.
And now after this last sack, this offensive drive has just completely gone off the rails, Mike, and their chances of picking up this 1st down are somewhere between slim and none.
They'll throw now 3rd and forever. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, like, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Play clock has expired. They're not going to get this one off on top. Here we go. This is 4th down. Here we go. One final play. He's going to look downfield once again. And that is incomplete. They had their chance. They took it there. Look, they're trailing late. Got to let it fly. This will wind up a turnover on downs. So the fans gonna head home happy. It's a win for the hometown squad as they move to 2-0 in this preseason, getting that 2nd win here in week 2. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say good night.